Okay, so here's here's the real story. We ascertained that there are some people who are very psychotic about their own story. And there's a lot of con going on. And they're very rigorous and vehement about driving their cars. Now, if you know the story of the Bible, of the Old Testament, Moses led the slaves out of Egypt, and they really fought for their freedom. Now, there weren't a lot of them. It was a small group, only 40,000. Now, if you know biblical culture or story, they got wiped out. They got wiped out very soon after that. They weren't really in their glory. They were terribly beat down. And they got overridden. They got wiped out. And if you read the story, you'll know that. Now, after that, everything got added. Books got added, stories, because we have an unusual energy store culture here and an unusual martyrdom con artist story. So these people were originally had really active, imaginative minds going way back to pre-AD history. Now, obviously some were kept around. Just a few for whatever purposes. And I'm talking about the original Egyptian slaves. And my family, the Stephans, not the Pilduses, the Stephans were obviously one of them. And possibly Rahm Emanuel, and maybe a couple of his brothers. Now, they decided, and now my Old Testament that I have succumbs to Aryan culture. It says that in the Talmudic verses that this is supported by Aryan white Caucasian culture, and that's what my Old Testament is based on. And it's the real, it's up to, after Exodus, it's actually something else, or a couple stories after Exodus. My family, I'm talking about Rosita, my dad's sister, my dad, and Rahm Emanuel, or Rosita and Rahm Emanuel, they decided to look for protection and bask in the glory of my Aryan Old Testament and provide them with severe nature glory is how they see it. It's like natural glory, so they get a lot of their superior air and energy from that, and they get protected. Now, I decided that couldn't happen for me if I was going to abide by religious nature, and had come to the conclusion that there was no way I could be spiritual if I did not abide by what they were telling me African history was, okay? That I had to. Plus, they gave me a lot of energy, okay? Now, So, as the story goes, the black thing and all that it was just made to make them look more important, but maybe to China or India or, and that's why I'm not important, because I'm the last guy. I really am a fly. And I was always used to make the Aryan culture look very extremist, intelligent, and ideological, and brave, and all that. And whatever the case, it's obvious that their culture understood that already, this isn't like a big surprise. But I'm always going back, like I've been apprised that people give up, this crazy culture gives up their own prizes, that like my damage compared to whatever the rest of the damage is, it's not even in the same ballpark. It's some other thing, that I'm really the last of the Egyptian slaves, the last. And that's why I unusually, I was reconciled that this wasn't really happening from day one, but they promoted, some other thing that, I was young. You have no choice, but now it's a little different. Now they're promoting their little monoculture, crass, skanky thing, but whatever.